welcome to Working Horses with Jim. Today we are going to go down the road to our Amish neighbors that are going to be moving in this week. We hear there's a marriage going to be taking place, ceremony, and then they're going to be moving into the little house they've kind of skidded across the field and are going to set up housekeeping at. We've decided that we're going to put some hay on our sled here and take it down to them as a wedding gift. And Jim just went down the road with the horses to check, and they're not home, so we can surprise them and just tuck it inside their barn and leave them a note. And especially with the state of affairs of the world with the coronavirus, we would rather just drop it off and head on home. My lovely husband, and his spur of the moment decision making process, is just ran into the house and said, "Hey, you ready to go?" And I had decided I was gonna start painting our bedroom. But anyways, we're gonna do this right now. So here we go.
Right up here.
Off we go. It is a chilly March day. It seems like everything's froze up again, and I wasn't too thrilled about going out this morning, but it's good to get out. And getting the hay down warmed me up anyways. Got a lot of branches down in our front yard that we'll have to get cleaned up. And spring work is going to be upon us very soon. Jim's thinking about starting to plow this week. And I have decided, I always have a big garden, but I've decided that I really need to get some seeds started this year. Not knowing how things are going to be going over the next few months and whether the greenhouses are even going to be open, I decided I probably ought to start some seeds. We did something we've never done before, but this morning we have a very close couple that are good friends that are they're close to us, and we couldn't get together to have coffee, so we had a virtual coffee break this morning, and we really actually had a good time. It was like we were together, except that we didn't have the same things for coffee. Our friend wished he could have some homemade toast this morning, but we couldn't get it through the screen to him. Jim took the horses down the road one time already this morning, so I think they're willing to walk and just take their time, and the sled is a little bit harder to pull, so they seem to be taking it easy, enjoying the day. I work at the hospital, that's a local hospital that's very small, but I work in the ambulatory surgery department as a nurse, and my job has changed with the pandemic going on. We are not doing elective surgeries, but I have been put on a COVID hotline so that if anybody calls in and has questions about the virus or whether they're infected, we try to walk through with them what to do over the phone. I work part-time, but that is my new responsibility for now. As of right now, we don't have any cases in our northern New York area, but we will see what happens in the week coming up. Of course, our state is greatly affected because of New York City. It affects supplies and all of that, and what we may be called on to do as a small hospital as well. The new little housing of our neighbors. He literally pulled the house that they're going to live in across the field from his father's place earlier, and then added a little bit of a addition to it, and he built this barn, and it only took him a few days to build the barn. They added the plywood addition on there. The horses are probably wondering why they got to come off the road they usually walk on. Lady, Bill, looking a little bit nervous, not used to being here and wondering what in the world's going on. They always watch where Jim's going and what he's doing. They always have their eye out for him.
Okay, I'm going down through the door. Why don't you go in there? I'll stay close to the horses.
There's manure in there.
Yeah.
Right there, maybe?
Maybe right up here, actually. Move that piece of thing right there. He can move around, it's not that much. Guess we're not that generous.
Not good at stacking like you.
in there.
I'm gonna go one more time. Just so doesn't take so much space. Ooh, poor dog.
It doesn't matter. He can set it up however he wants.
I know.
Okay. Did a little card for him.
We just welcomed the Shutlers to the Kit Clark Road where we live.
Hey, you can ride in the seat or not?
I'll ride up with you, but I just don't want to climb over that. You got it? Fine. Huh? I know, I don't want to walk through there.
Tap that.
And we're on our way home.
Amazing how fast horses get out of shape, just like people. 2 weeks ago, after I got done logging, I would come down the road with this heavy sled, and all I always want to do is run. Now about halfway up this hill, they're ready to walk.
Got some pussy willows coming out. I know in a lot of videos we see it's green everywhere. It's not here, but there are signs of spring. And they're great to see. When spring comes here, we really enjoy it. Well, it's not a very glamorous wedding gift, but I think it will be appreciated.
He had asked a week ago to buy some hay, and I said, yeah, we got hay for sale. But he said it'd be a while before we could get to buy any, so I thought this would be a nice little surprise.
Jim's always thoughtful about things like that.
Not really, but
Yeah, you are. Practical. He's a very practical man.
you can help me get hay for the cows since you're out here.
Yeah, I can. They're looking good. Jim's fed them well this winter, and they're looking nice and just like they got a lot of meat on them.
11 pregnant cows, we believe.
Just butchered sold a steer, nice big fat steer last week. And we have good reports that the meat was good, so I was happy to hear that.
All winter long, we fed hay to the cows morning and night in the barn. Now that I'm feeding it this way, we're just feeding once a day, which I don't really love to do, but it's kind of the only practical way to do it. So, oh, that's what we'll do. Okay, we need 7 bales.
Hey, girls. camera shy. Jim thinks it's starting to dry out real fast around here. I don't know if it's going to stay that way or not, but right now things are starting to dry up. Have a good day, girls. Now they're ready to go. Of course, they don't have a big sled behind them either, but they know where they're going.